Jack and Annie finally solved all 4 riddles. And this is the last of our adventure with Jack and Annie. Chapter 9. Oh no, one more. By the time the dog sled arrived at the treehouse, the snowstorm had become a blizzard. So that means it was snowing even more. Can you just wait a minute? Jack asked the seal hunter, so we can check something? The hunter nodded. His dogs whined as Jack and Annie climbed through the treehouse window. Jack grabbed the scroll that held the riddle. He unrolled it. The riddle was gone, and in its place was one shimmering word, mask. There are Jack and Annie with the seal hunter in the treehouse window. Remember, there's no trees, so it was just on the ground. Yes, Jayla?
What is that man over there?
They're giving him back the coats that he lent them. So there was one shimmering word, mask. We did it, said Annie. The treehouse will take us home now. Great, said Jack. Let's say goodbye to the seal hunter and give him back the clothes. So that's what they're doing. They quickly pulled off their sealskin clothing and their boots. Thanks for letting us borrow these, Jack called through the window. The seal hunter walked to the treehouse and took the clothes from Jack and Annie. They stood shivering in their pajamas and bare feet. Thanks for everything, said Annie, her teeth chattering. The seal hunter gave them a wave. Then he walked through the swirling snow to his sled. Mush, he shouted. The dogs took off through the stormy night. Let's get out of here, said Jack. He hugged himself before we freeze to death. It's because he's so cold. Annie grabbed the Pennsylvania book that always took them home. She pointed to the picture of the Frog Creek woods. I wish we could go there, she said. They waited for the treehouse to start spinning, but nothing happened. Jack shivered. I wish we could go there, Annie said again. And again, nothing happened. What's going on? Said Jack. He looked around the treehouse. The 4 scrolls with the solved riddle answers were in the corner. And then he saw it. A 5th scroll. Uh-oh. Where did that come from? He said. Jack grabbed it and unrolled it. On it were these words. Look at the letters. The first, not the rest. Discover the place that you love the best. Oh no, said Annie. It's another riddle. Okay, let's stay calm, Jack said, shivering. Look at the letters. The first, not the rest. Okay, the first letters in this riddle are L-A-T-L-T. L-A-T-L-T. Latalt. That's not a word. That doesn't make any sense, Annie broke in. Icy winds battered the treehouse. Snow blew inside. We have to hurry, said Annie. Jack was freezing. He looked around wildly. Letters, letters, letters. What letters? He said. His gaze rested on the scrolls in the corner. Maybe we should look at the letters of the answers, he said. Right, said Annie. They began unrolling the scrolls. The scroll from their adventure under the ocean said oyster. Remember that one? The scroll from their trip to the Wild West said echo. The scroll from their journey to Africa said honey. And their scroll from the Arctic said mask. Oyster, echo, honey, mask, said Jack. Their first letters are O-E-H-M. Well, oim, that doesn't make any sense either, said Annie. Maybe we have to unscramble the letters, said Jack. O-E-H-M. They could spell hemo or miho, said Annie. Or home, said Jack. Home, cried Annie. That's the place we love the best. Jack unrolled the fifth scroll again, and the riddle was gone. In its place was one shimmering word, home. Yay! Cried Annie. She grabbed the Pennsylvania book. I wish we could go home, home, home! The tree house started to spin. It spun faster and faster. Then everything was still, absolutely still. One more chapter. Last chapter, master librarians. Remember, Morgan promised them that if they solved all the 4 riddles, they would become master librarians. Warm air washed over Jack. It felt wonderful. You have succeeded in your quest, said a soft, soothing voice. Are you glad to be home? Jack opened his eyes. Morgan Le Fay stood in the moonlight. Yes, he said. We solved all our riddles, said Annie. Indeed, said Morgan. You have proved that you can find answers to very hard questions. She reached into the folds of her robe and took out 2 thin pieces of wood. A magic library card for each of you, she said. She gave one to Annie and one to Jack. Oh man, Jack said, feeling the card. The wooden card was as thin and as smooth as an ordinary library card. On its surface shimmered the letters M and L for Master Librarians. These are your Master Librarian cards, said Morgan. You are the newest members of the ancient society of Master Librarians. What do we do with them? Asked Jack. Take them on your future journeys, said Morgan. Only a very wise person or another Master Librarian will be able to see the letters. So only like the seal hunter would be able to see the letters M and L to see that they are also master librarians. These will be the people who can help you. Wow, said Annie. Can we go on a mission right now? Now you must go home and rest, said Morgan. I will come back for you soon. Jack and Annie put their secret cards in their pockets. Then Jack took out the Arctic book and put it with the other books. Goodbye, he said. See you soon, Annie said to Morgan. Morgan gave them a little wave. Jack and Annie climbed down the rope ladder. As they stepped onto the dark ground, they heard a roar. They looked up. They saw a blur of wind and light high in the oak tree. Then all was silent. Morgan and her magic treehouse were gone. Jack reached for his magic library card. When he felt its tingly warmth, he knew that amazing adventures lay ahead. Let's go, he said. He turned on his flashlight. These woods don't feel scary like they did before, said Annie as they walked through the trees. I'm not afraid anymore. Me neither, said Jack. Hey, the darkness is like a mask, said Annie. Yeah, said Jack. It hides the day, but it brings out your courage. They came out of the woods. Jack saw their house in the distance. It looked warm and cozy. The porch light glowed. The moon shone overhead. Home, he whispered. Home, said Annie. She started running, and Jack took off after her, running to the place that they both loved the best. And then here are Jack's facts that he wrote down in his journal, in his notebook. And that's them in the treehouse. In the summer, the sun never sets. In the winter, the sun never rises. The seal hunters wear sealskin. Siberian huskies pull dog sleds. Igloo means house. People can learn from animals. Polar bears can walk on ice that's too thin to hold a person. The northern lights are an amazing sight. The end. Yes, Jayla?
I like that story. It was so good.
Yeah, me too.
I love the story of the Jack and Annie.
All right, let's talk. So what happened in the beginning of the story? What's the first thing Jack and Annie did? The very, very beginning. Jaden?
They do was roll the squirrel.
The first thing that they did in the whole story.
The first.
That is one of the first things that they did. Go ahead, Jaden.
They put on the coat.
Okay, that can be one of the first things that happened after they got there.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing was they decided that they were going to go back to the treehouse. That's the first thing. In every story, the first thing is they go back to the treehouse and then they go to the Arctic. That's the first thing. Now, in the middle of the story, a lot happened. A lot happened in the middle of the story, but let's just talk about some of the important things that happened in the middle of the story. What happened in the middle of the story, Giovanni?
The seal hunter.
Yeah, they met the seal hunter, and you can say the seal hunter helped them because he helped them a lot in the middle of the story. That's important. All right. So that they were faced with lots of challenges. Remember, when we talk about the middle of the story, it's got to be a problem that the characters faced. At the end, at the very end of the story, what happened? So this is one of the last things that happened. Emilia?
They found the answer to the fourth riddle, and then they solved a fifth riddle.
Yep. And then what card did they get?
Master Librarian cards.
Yay! Yep. That's what happened at the very, very end. So now I want you to think about what you're going to write about. It can be something that happened in the beginning, the middle, or the end. Or it can be all three. All right. Jayla?
I learned about that Jack and Annie got like the clothes from like that man.
Yeah, the seal hunter.
The seal hunter.
Okay, so you're going to write about the beginning.
Okay.
All right, Jack and Annie got clothes from the seal hunter. All right.
And I have another question.
Go.
Do you know that I have a brother and a sister?
Yep.
My brother's name is Isaiah. He's younger than me.
Oh, that's cute. All right, Jayla, go ahead and write a beautiful message.
Okay.
All right, who would like to share their message? Oh, Giovanni.
Is Jack and Annie went back to the treehouse. Then Morgan Buffet give the master library cards.
Yes, that's important. All right, Giovanni. You got it. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys later. Yeah, I'll see you. Bye, Giovanni. Jaden?
Jack and Annie rolled the squirrels.
Okay, did that happen in the beginning, middle, or the end?
In the middle?
Not the middle. In the middle, they were busy with the seal hunter and the dogs.
In the end?
Okay, maybe in the end. In the end. They saw the scrolls in the end, and they unrolled them.
Yeah. And then they got the last number?
Yep, there was a fifth one. All right, Jaden. Last day of writing.
Okay.
Write a beautiful message.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
My paragraph.
All right. Anyone else know what they're going to write? John Carlos?
Jack and Annie went back to tree house.
And what else?
What else?
What happened at the treehouse?
They saw a riddle on the book.
Yeah, they saw another riddle in the book. All right,
What else is gonna be?
all right, John Carlos.
Say bye-bye. We have a graduation in 15 minutes.
Aw. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Anyone ready to share? Alana's still thinking.
Yeah, because she's going to do about the car, and one of the other student got it.
That's okay.
Go ahead, say it there. Jack, any what?
Jack and Annie have the clear car.
No, you say Jack and Annie got what?
The clear car.
The master.
The master car.
There you go. They got the master librarian card. Now they can go anywhere they want.
The very car. Bye.
Bye-bye. Amelia?
I'm writing my message right now, and I'm doing the beginning, middle, and end.
Yay! That makes me so happy. All right. So I guess I'll see you later. I know you always do a wonderful job on your writing.
Bye.
Bye, Amelia. See you later. All right, we have Wendell and Kay. Kay's still thinking. She's thinking very hard. Wendell, do you know where you're going to write today? Oh, okay. What are you going to write, buddy?
At the beginning, Jack and Annie Jack said the words.
Which roles? The answer to the riddles?
Yeah.
In the beginning?
Yeah.
Well, I think he didn't say them until the end of the story.
Yeah.
But if you want to write it about the beginning, a lot of cool things happened in the beginning. First, Jack and Annie were home in the middle of their night in their pajamas. And then what happened?
Jack and Annie went outside.
Yeah, they went outside and they went back to the
Treehouse.
Yeah, so that happened in the beginning.
Yeah.
So you can write that, or you can write beginning, middle, and end. Anything you want. Whatever you're comfortable with. All right?
Yeah.
All right, Wendell. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, Kay, you ready?
Yes.
All right.
I don't think you're gonna like it.
I like every message.
Jack and Annie wear their pajamas.
Okay. You can write they wore their pajamas. And they were freezing cold, and the seal hunter had to give them jackets because they were so cold. All right, Kay.
Miss Mara, I gotta tell you something.
Yes.
I am not following directions in my house.
Why not?
How you gonna tell on yourself?
Right?
I cannot even say bye, Kay.
I love you, Kay.
Miss Mara, I wish we can go back to school again.
I know. We're gonna have to like plan to see each other when you guys come back.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give you a big squeeze hug and a kiss.
Oh. Kaylani would always randomly, I'll just be sitting there and she'll come and a little kiss on the cheek.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, she doesn't know boundaries.
I know, like, hey, you're so cute, but I can get in a lot of trouble.
I know, right?
All right, I love you, Kay.
Mwah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Mwah.